Coach Kamkhel Mokhale, from Sports. We do know that you don't want to individualize players, but you gave Kermit Erasmus his first start and he rewarded the team by scoring that goal. Your thoughts on his performance?
What's the question? My thoughts about Kermit game?
And his performance, yes.
His contribution was important for us tonight. First goal after his first game in the Star 11, so I'm sure it's important for the player, and it's important also for the group to see him performing and capable to finalize. I'm not gonna discover now Kermit for you. You know Kermit very well. He's an experienced player, and that's why he's now part of our group and helping us from the beginning. Sometimes in the beginning with quality minutes coming from the bench. Today, doing his best in the Star 11. So I'm happy for the guy to see him scoring his first goal this season, and we are sure it's not going to be the last one.
Coach, CBS is stepping up to take the penalty. Is that a decision from the training crowd, from the squad, and to a player in that situation, going back to the dressing room? What's your message to them?
That's not relevant. Someone has to take the penalty, and yeah, he did it. Thank you for doing it, and it's not easy to get the responsibility, and hopefully it's a rock, and he will be back immediately. Obviously, we are all disappointed with the result, but it's not because we miss a penalty, or not only.
Coach Ringzia from Mitaski Times. You've often said that it's a process and that you're patient and you are certain that things will come right. But is there any...
Here against Richards Bay, I hope you noticed that. The formations are flexible. We do modifications in every game, sometimes looking for something in our offensive phase, sometimes in our defensive phase. Today we were defending in a 4-3-3. I'm sure you noticed as well. Yeah, setups, it's something that usually we check in the beginning of the game in the papers that we got from the opponent and you get from us and from our opponents, but then the ball is in movement. Football is a very abstract game. It's difficult. You have to understand the game to notice that. But the factor that it's taking us sometimes the points or the points that we are missing is not absolutely in relation with the decision to play with 3 at the back or with 2 at the back or with no one at the back. There are some reasons that we can explain, that we can work on, and there are other reasons that we cannot even explain. With football, I mean, football is a game where you need also a percentage of luck in some certain moments, moments where the game can change in your favor. I think today we were lucky, for example, to score the equalizer just before the halftime and then start the second half with a different scenario. We were unlucky to have to substitute our keeper and stop the momentum, stop a bit the rhythm. So there are many situations, scenarios in the games that is not only about football, but we are not gonna waste our times, right, to explain those situations. We just have to move on and look for the next one. For everyone, The players want to score. We want to celebrate goals. The fans want to celebrate goals and victories. I'm sure you checked the stats already, and we shot 19 times today, 10 times on target, 10 times in one game. It's a crazy stat. Again, I think 13 or 14 corners, free kicks. We spent the whole second half in the half, not only in the half, in the box of our opponent, 61 or 65% of possession one more time. So again, that's the game we want to play. What we are watching is what we want to play. We want to play there close to the goal, and that means that you're gonna miss chances, right? With a better beginning of the game today, I'm sure we're gonna collect the 3 points, even missing the chances that we miss in the end. But we didn't start well. We concede hopes to our opponent to continue with their plan to play those long balls straight behind our line, and in one of those lack of communications, they got a penalty, and now we have to, row against the wind. And the reaction of the team today after the goal was outstanding. Come back to the second half and create the amount of chances that we create, miss a penalty, and continue until the end. It's something that not every team can do. So we are in the right way. But of course, when we do when we read the games, just watching the result, then we can speculate about many different problems that it doesn't exist.
Yes, Coach, one win from the last 5 matches now. In terms of your projections, because I think it was in August you had made your projections in terms of how many points you are targeting for a certain period. How far behind are you on your target, on what you are looking at getting, and how do you plan maybe to recover that? And then what's the latest on Ofori? How is that injury looking?
I don't know yet. It's now in the doctor's hands, and hopefully it's something minor. We all hope that it's something minor. And about the points, we don't plan points. It's absurd to plan about points. We plan every single game like the last one, and we just think about the next one, and our intention in every game cannot be a different one than collect the 3 points. It doesn't matter who is in front or go through in the other competitions. So we play how many games we play already. You can do the math. The points that we have, the points that we miss, those are the points that I'm missing, because we play for the 3 points in every game, even though we know that no one can collect always the 3 points.
Coach, Pedro Story Freelance. Coach, we all know that football can be a psychological sport, and you just said that it's frustrating to be missing chances that could easily win you games up front. So what method or strategy do you then use in the dressing room to keep the players calm and maintain their composure and make sure that their mental capacity is ready and focused for the next game? Thank you.
We are using the word frustrated, even myself sometimes, too easy. Frustrated is to get dominated in the games, that you don't enjoy. They're outside. The players are enjoying to play football. They know what we are missing. It starts to be like a old story already. We are talking in every press conference about the same issue. So then becomes a problem, psychological, like you said, but it's only here, it's not there. You need to talk about something and you want to create a problem about this issue. It's all right, but it doesn't exist. It's not real. It's not. So they get enough info before and after the games, so they can realize that they are doing the things, I will say, very well. So that's the best way. We try to finish every game with the feeling that we deserve to win. I think today, honestly, okay, I will be humble, but still, I think that we deserve the 3 points today, and the players knows. So we didn't get the 3 points, but we continue. Our obligation is tomorrow try again, and again, and again, and again. So there's no psychological problem about that. This is part of the game. They did everything in order to get the 3 points today. It wasn't possible. All right, tomorrow we start again. So we will never fail because we start again and again and again, you know. So all of those words that we use don't even exist in this locker room, in this group. We know exactly what we want to achieve, and you know, we're not gonna stop until we get it.
Final 2 questions.
Coach, I'm looking at the players that you have in his own right. I know I'm going to touch on it. I'm like, it's what is it that makes him not to even make the bench at Orlando Pirates? Looking at how skillful he is and how useful he may be to the team. And a second one, Coach Roman Falls. I saw you having a conversation with him outside. As young as he is, what does he bring to the PSL? And does it somehow remind you of yourself at a young age?
I'm not that old, first of all, but thank you. Yeah, I think Romain is he has the chance now to prove that he's a good coach. I don't know. It's first time, almost that, or second time actually that we met. He's a young coach with for sure good ideas, and I wish him all the best. And about Never Die, well, we can take 20 players to the list, 11 to the start 11, 5 substitutions. That's the math, so I cannot take everyone in the list. I try to take the ones who are, or we feel, or we think that are gonna help us to win the game. I'd explained this many times. So yeah, that's the reason. There's no other reason.
Final question.
Coach, update and latest developments on Team Coach Lodge.
I'm not the person to talk about the injury players. Sorry.
On that note, we wish luck for our press conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Coach and Mr. Meeting.